freaking cold, y'all. Hey guys, I'm eating these little buffalo bites with some ranch and some water. But I know it's been a couple days. I haven't uploaded any videos because I haven't done anything really. Like, I've just been home, and honestly I was going a little nuts. I was going a little bonkers because my my 2-year-old, she had a doctor's appointment, like her routine doctor's appointment on, what was it, on the 1st, December 1st. And she's a petite little thing, and she's a very picky eater. So you know, I told the doctor my concerns, and she sent her to get some labs done. And then so I took her that day, but like I think her veins are too small or too thin or something, but they couldn't get enough blood. They only got a little bit, and whatever. So I had to go back to take her, and I was gonna take her on Monday because they told me to wait for like a week or so for her arm to heal, because that was going to be the arm that they were going to use again, because the other arm they couldn't find the vein or whatever. So I was like, okay. But then it snowed really bad, and then my son didn't have school, and I just didn't really want to go out. So I was going to take her during the week, and I don't know, so I just didn't end up taking her. And then on Saturday I get my mail. Yeah, on Saturday I get my mail, and there's a letter from the office, from the doctor, saying that they're trying to reach me, and you know, to get in contact with them as soon as I could or whatever. And I was like, what the heck, you know, because I had changed my number like months and months ago. And I had called to let them know that I changed my number for 4 people. You know, it was me and then all 3 of the kids. So I was like, okay, what the heck. And so obviously I couldn't call Saturday because it was closed. So Saturday I was just like overthinking things. I was panicking, and then I remembered, oh well, like I have the patient portal, so I'm just gonna log in and see if they're calling me because of the results. So I log in, I look at all her results, and then some of them she's out of like the normal range. Like she's either low, or on one of them I think she's high for what the normal range area showed. So I was panicking, like, okay, like what, you know, something's obviously wrong. And so I started Googling like what those things mean. And well, the doctor wanted to make sure she didn't have anemia, because you know she's a picky eater and she's very small and skinny or whatever. So I already knew that. So I started Googling what all of these things mean. And girl, why does everything, like, everything's saying like, oh, you know, leukemia, or one of them, the one that she was high on, was like, oh, this means, you know, if it's too high, it can be at risk for heart attack, stroke. It's something to do with the blood clotting, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh my god, like I was freaking out, like I was panicking, and I didn't want to like show it. Really, I didn't really want to even tell my husband about it because I don't know what, you know, I don't know what it means. So I don't want to, you know, and I don't want to freak him out, you know. So I was just freaking out, and I was just googling and researching like all of these things, what it means, and everything was just pointing to, oh well, this is for leukemia, blah blah blah. And mostly none of it said it was like, oh, it means you're anemic or blah blah blah. Like it was just everything telling me, oh, leukemia this, leukemia that. Or oh, I was freaking out, and I was like, oh my god, like I need a break. I need to, because I wanted to cry, but I didn't want to do it, you know, in front of everybody, the kids and my husband. So I went in the shower, I cried, and I was like, okay, well, like my heart was just pounding like out of my chest, and I just felt like, I don't know, it felt so horrible. And so I was just like, you know, still looking it up, and I would look up like patients that have leukemia, what are their charts look, what their labs look like, and it was just a lot. I was overwhelming myself, I was overthinking, and I was freaking out. And like every time my daughter would talk to me, I would even want to cry. Like I would look at her and like, oh my god. So Sunday, I was like, I can't wait for it to be Monday. Like I want it to be Monday. I need it to be Monday because I'm going crazy right now. So on Sunday, you know, and I kept googling this the whole weekend, going back and forth, and you know, I was just doing this to myself. I was sabotaging myself. Yes. So I told my husband on Sunday, like, you know,
Mom, I see how decapitated this.
Yeah.
Foot.
I told my husband Saturday night, like, you know, they sent me this letter, and you know, I'm worried about her. I didn't necessarily say what it meant and stuff, you know, because I just didn't want to, you know, freak him out. So, you know, Sunday comes around, and I'm like, okay, I want it to be Monday so bad already. So then Monday comes around, I call as soon as they open. She tells me, oh yeah, we had the wrong number on file, blah blah. But the nurse isn't available to, you know, talk to you. I'll tell her to call you back, blah blah. Okay, fine. I waited like 3-4 hours. I called back because I didn't get a call, and they wouldn't answer. They kept saying that they had a high volume of calls. I called like 4 times, nothing. And then I called, I think like at 2-ish, 3-ish, and she's like, oh, she's not available right now. She's busy with other patients. I'll tell her to call you back. And I'm like, okay. And then so they didn't call me on Monday, and I was a little more calm on Monday because I was like, okay, well, if it was like an urgent, I feel like they would find the time to call me, you know. So I kind of calmed down a little bit, but I was still freaking out. And then today in the morning, I called as soon as they opened again. Well, I was waiting in the car with my son to drop him off at school, and she finally talks to me, and she's like, oh yeah, the doctor just wanted me to let you know that everything came back normal. I was like, I was relieved, you know, but at first I was like, are you sure? Because I was looking at her charts on her patient portal, and some things were low and some things were high. And she was like, yeah. But like, whatever they were looking for to see if she was anemic or anything else came back fine. So like her hemoglobin was good. And I don't know what else it was. She told me it was good. And I did see that her hemoglobin was good and everything. So I was like, okay, but like, do I need to take any action for the things that are, you know, low or high? She said no, that she's, you know, healthy. Everything came back normal. Nothing was out of the normal. So I was like, okay, you know. So she reassured me 2 or 3 times that everything was good. But it's just, I needed that reassurance, you know, like when she told me that she was good, like I felt so relieved. But like at the same time I was kind of like, well, why does it show this and that, you know? But whatever, I'm not the doctor. But I'm just so thankful and so relieved that everything came out fine and she's good. My children just love to scare me, really. She does. So thankfully she's good. So happy about it. And yeah, so that's why I didn't record during the weekend, because I was just like, I wasn't focusing correctly. I was just thinking about this over and over and over again, thinking of, you know, the worst of things, and just, it wasn't a good time. So, but I'm good now. I'm thankful that she's okay. And yeah, but I do have some clips that I did record throughout the weekend. Yeah. That I did record. We made a snowman and just little, you know, little things like that. Yeah. So I'll add it on to this vlog, but I will get back on it tomorrow, I hope. Good morning, guys. So it is 8:43 a.m. I got home from dropping off my son at school like 10-15 minutes ago, and now I'm gonna feed the rest of my children. That's what moms do, right? Okay. No, but yeah, I'm gonna make some huevo con chorizo. And then I'm gonna make myself some burritos de huevo con chorizo and jalapeño. So let's do that. There's a recipe. Some chorizo, some huevos. Huevos con chorizo. I'm sorry, I'm just... girl.